What's up, everybody? It's DJax from Alpha Cybersecurity, and today we're here with TryHackMe's Day 8 challenge in the Advent of Cyber event, and it's titled Santa's Bag of Toys. Looks like the review video was done by John Hammond, so shout out to John for contributing to this event. But you guys know the routine by now. We don't watch the videos until after we complete the assessment. So I already started the machine, and we're just going to jump right into the story. But before we do that, please remember to like the video, comment on the section in this comment section below, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications so you can be notified when videos like this get posted up, or I go live with InfoSec Unplugged, which is every Thursday, or I do anything else on YouTube or Twitch. So with that being said, we'll just jump right into the story. So McSkitty was notified of some terrible news. Santa's laptop, which he uses to prepare his bag of toys for Christmas, is missing. We believe a minion at the Grinch Enterprise stole it, but we need to find out for sure. It is up to us to determine what actor compromised the laptop and recover Santa's bag of toys. Unfortunately, the Best Festival Company had minimal monitoring tools on Santa's laptop. He is the boss after all. All we have to work with are some PowerShell transcription logs we were able to remotely recover just after it went missing. So you can find the transcription logs on the local machine in the Santa's laptop logs folder. If you aren't familiar with PowerShell transcription logs, they capture the input and output of Windows PowerShell commands, allowing an analyst to review what happened when. Typically, PowerShell transcription can be enabled by group policy, but another method is to turn this logging feature on by the Windows registry. We don't need to do that since we're going to be using that local TryHackMe machine. So it says you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that either. And then it says read the premise above, start the attached Windows analysis machine, and find the transcription. So let's go ahead, and we already clicked OK. But we're gonna just jump into the get our machine. Like I said, I already started the machine, so I'm just gonna show the split view. And I actually already opened up the first document that we need to look at. So it says each transcription log is a simple plain text file that you can open in any editor of choice. While file names are random, you can get an idea as to which log comes first by looking at the date modified or the date created attributes, or use timestamps just before the file extension. Open the first transcription log. You can see the commands and output for everything that ran within PowerShell, like who am I and system info. So I'll just close this out real quick so you can see it. And then if we look, you can see the date modified. So obviously in order, 635, 656, 636, 712, and 648. So if we look at the date modified, it would be 35 would be first, then 36, then 48, then 56, then 12. So let's see, that was a date modified. We can also add a date created, and as you can see, the times are the same. So we'll just go right ahead and we'll open this one up. And the first question says, what operating system is Santa's laptop running? The OS name. So let's see. So you see the Windows PowerShell transcript start. This is the start time. So there's a username of laptop Santa, and the run is user laptop Santa. Configuration name, the machine name is Windows NT. Host application is a PowerShell exe. We'll just scroll down. Command start time. So it looks like Santa ran a who am I command. See laptop Santa, or whoever was in this account. The host name is laptop, and the operating system is Windows 11 Pro. So that will answer our question right there. It won't let us paste. Okay, fine. We'll just have to type that in. Windows 11 Pro. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to do Microsoft Windows 11 Pro. And then what was the password set for the new backdoor account? So let's first find the backdoor account. So if we scroll down here, you can see the hotfixes that were installed. You can see the number of network cards installed, Hyper-V requirements. Then down here it says net user, and then the user accounts for laptop. So it looks like someone who has this account wanted to see what accounts were created, and they used the net user command. So if we go to the next one, which we said was at 636, and let's see, we'll just scroll. Looks like they ran a command, net user Santa Grinch Stole Christmas add. So here they created the account for with the net user command. They created an account called Santa with a 4 instead of an A. So it looks very similar to the original Santa account, but instead they replaced one of the letters with a number, and they gave it the password of Grinch Stole Christmas. So let's see if we can move that over here. It's not letting in, so we'll just have to type it in. Grinch Stole Christmas. Hit submit. Okay, and one of the transcription logs, the bad actor interacts with the target under the new backdoor user account, copies a unique file to the desktop, and before it is copied to the desktop, what is the full path of the original file? Okay, so let's see here. So after they created this account, they ran the net user command again to see which accounts had what rights. Then they ran net local group administrators. Comment says administrators have complete and unrestricted access to the computer domain. And then here are the members, administrator, Santa. So the hack account is in the administrator group. Then they ran the wmic command and got the name and the SID, and then they exited out. So let's check the third file at 648. Again, they ran who am I. They saw that they were that Santa account. The environment of the desktop. And then it looks like they copied this file here. User Santa app data local Microsoft Windows user class .dat. So let's see if we can copy that. Let's see if it's, because I don't want to type that whole thing out. Minimize. I actually don't have a clipboard right now. Let's do Control V. Nope. Paste. Nope. Paste is plain text. Nope. It's really not letting us.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so we're back after some technical difficulties. I was trying to figure out why I wasn't able to copy and paste, but it looks like that was a known issue. So we're just going to try to move on with the video, and hopefully we don't have to do too many more lengthy answers like this. So back to where we were. In one of the transcription logs, the bad actor interacts with the target under a new backdoor account and copies a unique file to the desktop, and before it is copied to the desktop, what's the full path of the original file? So that looks like this command was done from that Santa account, and it is copy. So users Santa. Oh, actually, I did that wrong. C users Santa app data local Microsoft Windows USR class.dat. And okay, now we're back on track. The actor uses a living off the land binary LOL bin to encode this file and then verifies it succeeded by viewing the output file. What is the name of the LOL bin? Okay, so let's see here. So it looks like they use certutil.exe to encode it. And then here we go. So you can see it's encoded with a whole bunch of stuff. And we keep scrolling. Just a whole bunch of stuff. So like I said, we just scroll.
A few moments later.
And that's the end of the certificate. So it looks like a whole bunch of stuff, but those two equal signs are indicative of base 64. So let's scroll all the way back up. To hit shift, go back up to the top of the certificate.
A few moments later.
Alright, now let's copy this. I'm going to minimize it, and we have Cyberchef running locally on our machine. We'll wait for that to load up. And while we're waiting, the name of the LOL bin was certutil.exe. Okay, so now it says the user class.dat file was encoded with base 64, which thankfully you can decode and recover the original user class.dat file. Base 64 decode the contents between begin certificate and end certificate, which we just copied. So now if we just hit paste here, hopefully, okay, thank goodness. And then we'll say, oh, actually we'll do from base 64 to decode it. And now we're letting it do its thing. And it says here, and let's move this over. It says here we can download it, so we'll just hit download. We'll call this, what did they call it? USR class.dat. We'll hit OK. And then we're going to hit save file. Go to our downloads folder. And let's just go ahead and copy this to our desktop. Okay, good. All right, so we can close out of everything here and here. Let's leave this open. And then this file can be used to aid the investigation. the user class.dat file contains shellbags or artifacts contained within the Windows registry that store user preferences while viewing folders within the Windows Explorer GUI. If you could carve out this information, you can get an idea as to what user activity was performed on the laptop before it was stolen or compromised. For more details and information on shellbags, you are strongly encouraged to do some extra reading and research. And I believe shellbags was, yep, it's a SANS tool. To extract the shellbags information from the user class.dat file, we will use a Shellbags Explorer graphical utility put together by Eric Zimmerman. This utility is found readily available inside the Shellbags Explorer folder on the desktop with the application name shellbags.exe. So we'll just open that up, and then there's our Shellbags Explorer.exe. Read the above and open the Shellbags Explorer. Okay, so we did that. Still waiting for it to, looks like we're still waiting for it to load. Okay, and with our Shellbags Explorer now open, we'll go ahead and load an offline Hive. Go back to our desktop, and that user class.dat file, we'll open that. And now just give it a second to load up. And it says parse time about 3 seconds. Shellbags found 26, and they were all processed. So we'll go ahead and hit OK. And if you look here, it looks like we can open up some directories here. So looks like there's some interesting stuff here. So there's one folder here, but then in the desktop there's a folder called Santa Rat and Bag of Toys. There's another directory called Bag of Toys in that Bag of Toys folder, and then there's a Santa Rat main. Let's open that up. And then there's a few other folders. It looks like there's a GitHub folder, some server information, some plugin information. Oh, one of the plugins says ransomware. So looks like they were getting into some really bad stuff here. So let's see, drill down to the folders and see if you can find anything that might indicate how we could better track down what this Santa Rat really is. What specific folder name clues us that this might be publicly accessible software hosted on a code sharing platform? So if you look here, there's a .github folder, which tells me that more than likely the malware or whatever they're using here is on GitHub. So let's just enter that, GitHub. Okay, additionally, there is a unique folder named Bag of Toys on the desktop. This must be where Santa prepares his collection of toys, and this is certainly sensitive data that the actor could have compromised. What is the name of the file found in this folder? So let's see, we'll close that back, and then we go to the Bag of Toys. So we open a Bag of Toys, which opens up another folder called Bag of Toys. Okay, and the name of the oh, here it is right here. So if you do the Bag of Toys.zip. All right, so we'll just type in Bag of Toys.zip. Okay, and then it says track down this Santa Rat software online. It may be just as simple as searching for the name of the software at the suggested website. All right, so we need to go to github.com, and we'll just search it for Santa Rat. And now there are 3 repositories. There's Grinchiest Santa Rat, then there's Santa Rata, which was in July, And then there is another one that says, helping the Grinch to hide his repository by uploading an empty repository with the same name, Santa Rat, uploaded 3 hours ago. I'm going to go ahead and just do this one with the Grinchiest, because that just looks like a trap. And let's see, let's go back to our thing here. What is the name of the user that owns the Santa Rat repository? Looks like Grinchiest, so let's go ahead and just type that in. Okay, explore the other repositories that this user owns. What is the name of the repository that seems especially pertinent to our investigation? Alright, so let's look and see what they have here. So we have the Santa Rat remote access Trojan to use against Santa's laptop, shamelessly ripped off of DC Rat. Ah, I see why. I see why John did this video. So all credits go to, okay, who's the original developer? All right. So let's see. Let's open up the GitHub folder. Workflows. That's a YAML file. Issue template. That's a bug report. Let's go client. Helper. Nope. Let's check the packages. What did they say they wanted us to look at? Read the information in the repository. So we're okay. So there was nothing there, and then let's check we went back to the Grinchiest's profile. There is a Santa Rat template. Again, nothing there. So Operation Bag of Toys looks like what we're looking for. So Operation Bag of Toys. I think there were underscores in between it, right? Or dashes. Operation Bag of Toys. Okay. Read the information presented in this repository. It seems as if the actor has in fact compromised and tampered with Santa's bag of toys. You can review the activity in the transcription logs. It looks as if the actor installed a special utility to collect and eventually exfiltrate the bag of toys. What is the name of the executable that installed a unique utility the actor used to collect the bag of toys? So it says we can also look in the transcription logs. So let's see, let's just read what it says here. For this Christmas, Grinch Enterprise will rig Santa's bag of toys. We will steal Santa's laptop and compromise his bag of toys, removing all the good toys and replacing them with bad things. Update, we have successfully stolen Santa's laptop and have replaced his bag of toys. Now Santa's bag will only be filled with badness. Coal, mold, oh, that's gross. Coal, mold, worms, ants, mildew, boogers, earwax, sand, dirt, and spiders. Christmas is ours. Okay. So so back up here. Oh, it looks like we jumped back a little, and now we went to the commits. So let's just go back. Let's minimize this, and then all right. Let's go back to. We can close out this transcript. Do not save. Alright, so that was 648, so now let's look at 656. Okay, so back into PowerShell Transcript, new object, web client, so they downloaded a file, samgleski.net, uhark, command install.exe, and they put it on their desktop as uhark command install.exe. Then they ran the command to install that uhark and then they executed the file to start it. And it looks like it's called UHARC, and it is a high compression multimedia archiver. It's kind of old, 2005. Then here are all the commands. Looks like A creates a file, E extracts, X extracts with the full path name, L list, and T test. Okay. All right, so what is the name of the executable that installed a unique utility to the bag? So that was / uharc -cmd -install.exe. There we go. All right, in the last transcription log, you can see the activity that this actor used to tamper with Santa's bag of toys. It looks as if they collected the original contents with a UHA archive. The UHA archive is similar to a zip or RAR file, but faster with better compression rates. It is very rare to see, but it looks like the Grinch Enterprises are pulling out all the tricks. You can see the actor compress the original contents of the bag of toys with the password. Unfortunately, we are unable to see what the specific password was in the transcription logs. Perhaps we can find it somewhere else. Following this, the actor looks to have removed everything from the bag of toys and added in new things like coal, mold, worms, and more. What are the contents of these malicious files and all the others? Alright, so it says using the last archive file. So 56, so that would be at 712. So it looks like they created the archive, and then they used the password. They deleted the bag of toys, and then they echoed Grinchmas and added coal, parameter binding, value Grinchmas, mold, Grinchmas worms, Grinchmas ants, Grinchmas. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the contents of the malicious files is Grinchmas. Okay, so now it says, we know that the actor seemingly collected the original bag of toys. Maybe there was a slight OPSEC or operational security mistake, and we might be able to recover Santa's bag of toys. Review the actor's repository for its planned operations. Maybe in the commit messages we could find the original archive and password. Okay, so we were just looking at that earlier on GitHub. So let's see here. Let's go from the bottom. So planning for operation. Okay, this is where they said they were going to replace it with bad things. Okay, binary not shown, but it looks like there's a password here. Stole Santa's bag of toys, but the password says the Grinchiest Grinchmas of all. So we're gonna copy that, and well, we can't paste it here, so we're just gonna say the Grinchiest Grinchmas of all. Okay, now we're there. All right, so now we have that password. Let's see if we can try to unlock that file. Okay, it's not letting us paste here, so again we're going to type in the Grinchiest Grinchmas of all. And it looks like we have all of Santa's files. Looks like a teddy bear, there's a Uno, there's a USB toy, a voodoo doll, Zuzu pets, Zax, okay. So if you look down here, it says 228 files. So McSkitty was able to download and save a copy of the Bag of Toys UHA archive, and you have it accessible on the desktop of the Windows Analysis machine. After uncovering the password of the actor's GitHub repository, you have everything you need to restore Santa's original Bag of Toys. Double-click the archive on the desktop to open the graphical UHARC extraction utility that has been prepared for you. Using the password you uncovered, extract the contents into a location of your choosing. Might make a Bag of Toys directory to save all the files into. With that, you have successfully recovered the original content. You can view these in Windows Explorer. How many files were there? It was like 228. And that is it. And we have successfully completed day 8. So you guys know the routine already. Every time we complete a room or we get a flag, we do our little victory celebration, and that's what we do there. So just to recap, this was a pretty interesting room. Again, shout out to John Hammond for coming up with this bonus room. But it looks like we were able to read some PowerShell transcription files. From there, we were able to determine that Santa's using the latest operating system of Microsoft Windows 11. There was a backdoor account created where the user created Santa in semi-elite speak and used the password of Grinch Stole Christmas. They then used certutil.exe to encode a file, and then also in one of the logs they they copied and moved the user class.dat file to the desktop. Once we were able to get that, we grabbed the user class.dat file, the original one from the encoded version from using Cyberchef. We used Shellbags to determine that there were 26 Shellbags. And then we were able to see what was done previously. We saw that there was a folder. There was a couple things there called Santa Rat. Santa Rat had a GitHub repository. When you open that up, you saw more information on what was used, the tools that they used to make changes to Santa's Bag of Toys file. They also looks like they used the username of Grinchiest and the Operation Bag of Toys. Once you had to back up and look at a couple of the repositories after we determined that the Santa Rat repository did not have anything that was pertinent to what we were looking for. Then it looks like they compressed the file using an old program called UHARC. And then they created a file called Grinchmas, and that's where they put their malicious files, where they replaced Santa's Bag of Toys with a bunch of coal and mold and bad things. We then went back to GitHub and checked the commit history and saw that there was a password called the Grinchiest Grinchmas of all. And then once we were able to do that, we went back and extracted the files from that UHARC program and saw that there were 228 original files that were present in Santa's Bag of Toys. So with that, day 8 is officially been completed. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. As always, please like the video, share it to your friends and family, subscribe to the channel and click that bell for notifications, and let's get that algorithm up. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So take care.